Many people who, if you bring up the subject that you mean black people fought for the South, I mean, they never heard that.
At a time where Confederate statues are coming down around the country, two lawmakers from the Upstate want a new one to put up. This one's a bit different, though. Two local state representatives want to construct a new monument honoring African American Confederate soldiers in the Civil War.
They want to put this at the State House in Columbia, saying that it can help to educate people about a little-known part of South Carolina history. 7 News reporter Kirsten Glavin is looking into this tonight. She's joining us in the studio live to explain more. Kirsten?
Well, this bill would commemorate what those legislators say is an untold side of history. They say many African Americans willingly fought on the side of the Confederacy out of love for their state, but some are questioning if it accurately depicts our history at all. It would be a monument unlike any other in South Carolina. State Representatives Bill Chumley of Woodruff and Rep. Mike Burns of Travelers Rest say they want to honor African Americans who fought on the side of the Confederacy during the Civil War.
What we're trying to do is simply put something together that we can do together and honor folks who have been completely omitted from the history books and get the truth out of what really happened.
Burns says black South Carolinians willingly fought as Confederates, what he calls a lost part of history that he wants to honor. He wants to create a memorial at the State House that shows how blacks and whites fought together.
I think part of that is that would take some of this bitterness out of play is know how we were in the 1860s and how we were together then.
Of course, the majority of Southern blacks were owned as property. Stephen O'Neill, a history professor at Furman, says very few ever fought as Confederate soldiers.
Until the last days of the war, there was not only a reluctance, but it was in fact illegal to arm slaves in defense of the Confederacy.
Instead, O'Neill wonders if there's another reason to erect this statue now.
I think it's a bad idea to memorialize something that in reality was not really a major part of the past. What are the motives of those people who want to erect it?
But Burns says there's more to the Civil War than slavery. He says that's only half the story. The other half was about a tax on goods going in and out of the state.
Would you say it's evenly split, or would you say the tariffs were more, or slavery is more of an issue?
I'd say it's pretty evenly split.
Burns says he wants to create a commission to gather all of the facts and tell what he considers to be the other side of the story.
We need to take our historians and pull all this together, assign a commission with this, and pull all our history together.
And both state representatives say they plan to pre-file this bill ahead of the next legislative session, and that's in January.
All right, so